Music, where's the music? Welcome to Huff and Puff Sports Buzz right here. It's a live podcast we doing each and every week. My name is Stacey Huff, the Huffster. Some of y'all remember me as Joe the Policeman from the What's Going Down episode of That's My Mama. That's my man Chad the Barber right there. Puff. In this particular version of the show, Huff and Puff Sports Buzz. We have a lot of things we want to cover. It's a 30-minute show. Glad to have you with us on Free Thinkers Radio, powered by Free Thinkers Radio. Normally we'll be on in the 7:30 slot. Glad to have you here with us in the 8 o'clock hour. But again, look for us at 7:30s on most Wednesdays. And we got a couple of things we're going to run down. I'm going to mention Greg Popovich in the show. We're going to talk about the All-Star game. I'll do my Lamont Sanford Awards. You big dummy. I got some people I'll mention in there. The national anthem may come up in that, as a matter of fact. We're going to talk about some high school teams that are doing well, making it to the upper and lower state finals in high school basketball. The All-Star game may come up, this and that, retirement and broadcasting. But Chad, we're going to start it off right now with Chad's What Are They Buzzing About? Barbershop talk, man on the street, water cooler. What's on your mind, Chad?
Oh, we ain't got no water cooler.
They don't do that anymore. I don't think people really.
I don't think so, man. Ain't giving away free water.
No, it costs money.
Why would you?
$1 a bottle.
I'm selling water.
$1 a bottle.
Yeah, and mine's flavor.
What they buzzing about, bro?
They got the everybody at the shop's talking about what is that? My man, they got yelled at by the white folks. This is an all black
by the way,
edition. Let me tell you that this is all black,
Wakanda,
black,
forever.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying? It is February, Black History Month. You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying? So we got all that going together. So I'm gonna go with my 3 all black lists. First one to make the list is, like I said, the black hockey player. He was getting heckled by the white folks next to him, Canadians maybe.
A little racist.
I don't know, might have been French.
They had to be escorted out the building.
But they had to get escorted. Tell him he should be playing basketball.
Yeah, that wasn't nice.
He couldn't take it.
Who could take it? They're making America great though. Those fans were. They're trying to make America great. Black is a theme. I know black is a theme. What else you got?
Making America great. But number 2 is Bubba Wallace Jr.
Bubba
Wallace.
Brother named Bubba.
Yes.
Brother named
Wallace
Bubba.
Jr.
One of my late grandfathers.
Came in second in the Daytona 500?
Yes. Came in second. Emotional moment for him.
It was him and 2 other black people there.
Him and his cousin.
It was him and his mama.
He should have some security. He should have had a bodyguard.
They got a free ticket off the radio.
He should have had a big dude as a bodyguard, a bouncer with him at least, go in that crowd. Because that crowd can be a little rough. I've been to a race before.
I'm never going.
Yeah, not Daytona, but I've been to a race. Yeah, it's a different kind of
NASCAR.
Different kind of crowd.
So we get an all-black car. We need an all-black car, all black with some rims and all kind of all-black everything.
I think we both doing 3. What's your third one?
The third one. My third one is all-black movies. This is all-black month with all-black cast of, what is that, Black Panther? That's what everybody went to go see?
I went to see it Sunday night. I didn't dress up, but I went to see it Sunday. It's a good movie, by the way.
I'm waiting until it come on bootleg. Got to.
See, that's not right. That's
important. One is the best.
It set records, though, by the way. It set records. A lot of people are not waiting on bootleg. They set records. Shout out to Coogler, Ryan Coogler, the man who made it all possible, and the outstanding cast, man.
All black.
Yeah. And you got something.
You know what else? You know what else?
Yeah.
Set record?
Yeah.
The Black China sex tape. Everybody's watching it. That's what they talk about at the water cooler.
People are talking about it.
Wherever there's a water cooler.
They are talking about it.
They're talking about it everywhere.
See it on social media.
You ain't seen it?
I haven't seen it yet. I'm trying to kind of avoid it a little bit, but at some point I might
3D.
I might accidentally take a peek at some point. I might. So those are your 3. What that buzzing about? I know we interactive on Facebook Live and things like that. So please share with us any ideas you want for future shows. Again, Huff and Puff Sports Buzz. I'm Stacey Huff. Chad the Barber, Huff and Puff. Right now, it's my 3 things I want to hit. Black Panther. I do want to talk about Black Panther. I went to see it Sunday night. I think it was a great movie. It was well done. I'm not a big comic book guy, but the plot was good. The acting was great. It was a lot of energy in that movie, man, and a lot of things that make you proud to be black. A lot of things that make you. It's entertaining. I mean, it's just a straight out entertaining movie. I mean, it had enough good dialogue in it. It had a little love interest in it. It had the things you like in a movie. It had some comedy. Had a little comedy in it. I just think it was good to see that positive message and them showing that a lot of pride and a lot of just an intelligently done movie in my opinion. But anyway, the crowds are great. I want to shout out again for people getting behind that movie and supporting. And I know there's going to be a part 2. I can see the setup already. There's going to be a part 2. I won't give the movie away, but go see it if you can. So that's one thing I think they're buzzing about. The NBA All-Star Game. Let me share my thoughts on the NBA All-Star Game real quick, Chad. My thing is this. My theory with the NBA is this. The NBA for the longest has had the best All-Star weekend of all sports. NFL football, nobody wants to play in the All-Star game. Nobody wants to play in the Pro Bowl. They have to go 3 deep on every position. They go the fourth quarterback that they really want to be the guy that plays. Everybody, I'm sick, I'm hurt, my aunt's sick, my car broke down. Nobody wants to play in the Pro Bowl. You know why? Because you get hit for 16 weeks. Some of them going to playoffs, some of them whatever. It's a violent sport. Why would you sign up to get hit again for a little bit of money when you're making, some of these guys making $50 million during the season? It's pain and punishment. Nobody really wants to play in that game. It's too physical to play another game like that, even though Hawaii is great. So the Pro Bowl has kind of, over the years, gotten to be kind of soggy trash. Major League Baseball has screwed theirs up to the point where a lot of players don't want to go. It's a 162-game season. It's a long season. That 3-4 day weekend, most players want to go hunt, fish, be with their wives, kids, their girlfriends, whatever. They don't want to go. So that weekend has been kind of, pushed aside. Hockey is hockey. Nobody's in love with that weekend. NBA had the best one. All the celebrities want to, all the rappers, the singers, other players who aren't in the game, they flock to the scene because it's the parties off the chain. So everybody wants to go to the NBA All-Star game. They've had the best weekend for years in sports in America. And then, Chad, what they do, they say, you know what, we got the best thing going, so let's mess it up. It's still the best weekend, but I don't like them choosing the team. I don't know how many people will agree or disagree with this, but I don't like having the players pick it. What was wrong with having the West having the All-Star team, the East having the All-Star team, and you roll it like that? Next year, they're going to televise the picking of the team. I think you tampering something. You already had the best thing going. Why tweak what was already there? Some of the skills competition have gotten watered down over the years. The Legends game, they tweaking it too much. And we got to talk about the national anthem. Fergie, listen, they should have got a Wakandan to sing the national anthem. They should get somebody from Wakanda. Because Fergie, her jazzed up version wasn't legit. I'm a Fergie-licious fan, but that rendition, man, it was not what she wanted.
First of all, I'm gonna have to stab you at the Fergie. I like the Fergie rendition.
Of course you would.
I did like the Fergie rendition.
And I'm not. The people who do, I'm sure. She didn't like it. I don't think she liked it.
That's how you get people to stand up during the national anthem. You see anybody
stand up to walk out, stand up to leave?
Nobody kneeled. Nobody kneeled.
Yeah, but I don't think the NBA has had it. The NBA hadn't had any kneeling this year.
They need to.
They
need to go with
Fergie should have took a knee on that.
No, I like that. I like Fergie. She should have punted. Shout out to Fergie, man.
She should have punted that. The last thing I want.
Fine.
And she got that we won't debate. Fergie is Fergie-licious now, but Zion Williamson. I got to talk about Zion Williamson. That's a buzz. I can't say it's not a buzz. I just broadcasted in the last 5 days. I just broadcasted 2 games of this kid, Zion Williamson, a young phenom out of Spartanburg Day Christian Academy up in Spartanburg, South Carolina, #2 ranked player in the class of 2018.
That's a big boy, man.
Man, 6'6" and a half or so, 250 pounds. But he's so explosive the way he jumps. Google him. If there's 3 or 4 people that don't know about Zion Williamson, go ahead and Google him. But I did a game last night. That game, as we speak, while I'm on air now, will go 1 million. 1 million views. That video on NFHS website, Facebook page. That's a buzz around the country. And we did a segment during the game. We had people from around the world say where you're from. We had people from Korea, a couple brothers from the Congo in Africa say, we ain't sleeping on Zion in Africa. We love him. We have people from Africa, from 2 parts of Africa, Japan, the Netherlands, Sweden, London, Korea, Afghanistan, Philippines, all watching this kid.
Powerful, man.
So it's while we're that video will hit 100 million views on the Facebook live stream.
Over there in Sweden.
Zion has put the state of South Carolina on the map with a lot of people
in Africa
watching this kid. And he had unofficially 8 dunks in the game. He turned down a couple opportunities, but Google it. He had one where he threw the kid's shot up in the stands, and the same kid, he beat it again against the backboard, and the kid looked at his coach like, okay, I got it. I won't try him again. I'm good.
I seen one of them where the boy looked like he was throwing something up. He blocked it. I seen another little video where he went up and they slowed it down. He dunked. It looked like he dunked over like 4 people or something. He did. And the competition wasn't the greatest. And what's amazing about this is people are watching strictly for him because these games aren't. I did a game Saturday. He played against St. Andrews, another Catholic private school. That game they won by 30-something, 40. They won last night by 39, 40, 41. Yeah, well, I told you that point
So they weren't watching because, they got good players. Chandler Lindsay's on that team. He's really good. There's a kid whose last name Tracy, the other guard.
All day, every day.
Kyle Tracy, Chandler Lindsay. There's a kid named Matt Brown, who's actually the second leading scorer on the team. He's about 6'5", 6'6". He can jump out the building. Chandler Lindsay's a 6-foot guard. All these kids are playing college. But here's the other thing that Zion is doing for kids in the area. The kid that's on that video that I just saw, by the way, on ESPN, the 6 o'clock ESPN just showed this clip of him throwing the kids stuff in the stands. That kid's name last name is Epps, Tariq Epps, originally from
the guy who got his stuff thrown?
Yeah, originally from Lake City. He transferred over to the Supply School of Florence. But guess what? But guess what, though?
That's terrible.
Guess what, though? All these eyes watching that game, that kid had 21, 23 points in that ball game. Some scout somewhere is like, I ain't getting Zion. He going to do. But that little kid there, I might give him a call. He had 23 points.
Until you got to play him again.
He had 23. Well, guess what?
Hopefully they never
Every school don't play Duke, man. There's other levels.
Hopefully they don't have it.
There's other levels of basketball than Duke, though. So there's guys who, this kid here, with 20, he shot at least 5 threes that were beautiful. So if I'm a scout, I'm not looking at Zion because he's not coming to my school. I'm at a small college. Zion's not coming to me. I'm looking at that kid who I got a chance to. So I'm like, hey, let me talk to this kid. This kid had like 23. And he looked good. So he put a couple of threes in Zion's grill.
I'm looking at that kid too.
They're not gonna show that on the highlight, but he had a couple threes in Zion's grill.
Shot that. That's how I'm looking.
Yeah, but he had a couple
Don't
threes.
Shoot that next time.
He had a couple threes in Zion's grill. So I think in that case, man, I think that's kind of what Zion does. His teammates are getting looks. The kids they play against are getting looks, man. I think he elevates more eyes. The more eyes, the better for everybody. Just like this. Just like this. The more eyes.
The ticket seller.
The more. All right.
He might be selling jerseys.
Everybody wins.
Everybody
the economy.
Ain't nothing wrong with
ESPN has come to Spartanburg to do features. They got to stay in a hotel. That's good for the economy. They got to buy food. Everybody makes money when you bring that kind of attention. That's just the business of sports. So those are some of my things, man. Chad, we got to go back and flesh out a little bit that we talked about last week on our inaugural show. I know you're a Lakers guy. I'm a Lakers fan as well, but you're diehard. You still stuck on Kobe.
Yeah,
Kobe's gone.
Kobe's the best, man.
Right, but he's gone, Chad. He's
Mamba.
He's gone.
He's not gone.
He had some kind of ceremony.
He's not gone.
How you feel about his comments? He said that players...
He might come back.
How do you feel about his comments when they interviewed him a week ago and he said, I feel like you shouldn't have to go and really recruit players to come to the Lakers. Let me finish the question. If you feel like you got to be recruited to come to the Lakers, you're not the guy for us. How do you feel about it?
I rock with whatever Kobe got going on, man. Rock out to Kobe, man. Hey, if you don't want to recruit, don't recruit.
He couldn't let me.
81 points, man. It's nothing else to talk about.
He loves Kobe so much. He couldn't even let me finish. I
don't want to, because Kobe don't do no wrong.
He loves Kobe.
Kobe don't do no wrong.
That's unhealthy.
Man, you call it what you want to.
That's unhealthy love right there.
Hey, number 24.
I'm surprised you didn't wear the jersey.
Not yet, man. I'm waiting on the comeback.
I know you will wear it, but I'm
gonna come back like Jordan did.
As a Lakers fan, here's what I'll say.
And he gonna be bald.
Traditionally, the Lakers don't have to do that, but they made a mess of it. The brother Bus, when Dr. Bus passed away, the son with the Dwight Howard era, and when he had a couple of coaches didn't really work out, Mike Brown. There's some tarnish there now. I think you need to recruit a little bit because now listen,
LA,
people put together super teams that aren't involved in super cities. Oklahoma City got 3 stars. That's Oklahoma City. They thought, they got 3 stars. So you don't have to come to LA to put together a dream team. The Cleveland.
It's LA.
Cleveland.
Who don't want to go to LA?
Well, apparently.
Who don't want to go to LA?
A lot of people haven't wanted to go. That's why look at the roster.
The city
look at the roster. I can tell you a whole list of people, but they can't get it back, but you got to recruit them. You got to go recruit Paul George. You got to try to recruit Russell Westbrook. You might have to recruit Kevin Love, all kids who grew up there. James Harden,
who's
not going to ever leave Houston because he got that money. But I'm saying these are the kids that came out of LA. You got to go and appeal to someone who maybe coming out of a contract on the back end of a contract or is tradable from a team. And it's not going to be just the superstars. You need the mid-level guys. You need guys who are veteran. Look at the team now; they're very young. You need some guys who are veterans who may not be superstars. You got to build that team because now LeBron has that thing going in Cleveland. If Cleveland does not win or does not compete for a championship this year, he might be coming to you boys. How you gonna feel about that?
I don't want him to come to LA. Well, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. If him and Russell Westbrook come, I'll take that. I don't want to see Paul George.
That's what's likely to happen.
What I just seen this past weekend, man, from what I seen this past weekend, I don't want to see that.
I think it's more.
Who wants to see that?
I think your best.
Paul George looks terrible. He can't shoot.
Where you get that from?
We just seen that.
One game?
And the 3-point
Let's don't use
game. Well, if you ain't gonna take that serious, then man, listen, go sit down.
So you're gonna use.
You can't be a Laker if you don't take every game.
So you're gonna use a 3-point contest.
How many All-Star games have you seen Kobe?
His 9-year career.
Not take serious.
So you're not gonna. So the 9-year career, you're throwing that away. But the All-Star game.
Take it serious. You take all games serious when you're a Laker.
Y'all heard it here first.
Life is not a game.
You heard it here first.
All serious.
Chad said Paul George can no longer shoot.
Coming straight from
he didn't win a 3-point.
Mamba.
He didn't win a 3-point contest. Paul George cannot shoot.
He can't shoot. He's nothing.
He's done.
He's garbage.
There you go. Chad does not want Paul George.
Stay where you at. You ain't been nothing since you fell.
Because he fell. He's been better.
He ain't been nothing since he fell.
He's been better. His stats are better.
Man, he sucks.
He's better. He sucks. That's your answer. That's your answer. He sucks. That's it.
Sucks.
That's scientific.
Bam.
That's scientific. You see it behind it. We got stuff behind it. Look, Huff and Puff Sports. But I feel important. I feel important right now. I feel a little graphic right here. Yeah, Huff and Puff. It's not. Yeah, it's there. It's a TV trick. Don't worry about it. Chad the Barber. Stacey Huff, the Huffster. We're just chopping it up with you. It's Huff and Puff Sports Buzz on Free Thinkers Radio. Normally live every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m.
We got a commercial, right?
No, we are the commercial.
Oh,
we're going straight to the. We don't need no stinking commercial. We will have
ready for a commercial.
We will have some
relax
commercials
a little bit.
Which reminds us, always looking for partners, sponsor partners with the show. We're always looking for folks. We'll throw your commercial right in here and be part of Huff and Puff Sports Buzz. We have a couple clients we're
You
working
better
on
get
right
it
now.
now before the price go up.
Yeah, we got a couple.
I'm just letting you know, price is going up. As soon as we get this thing full up, everybody start watching. They watching, but hey, watch.
I got to tease a little bit my Lamont Sanford candidates. Lamont Sanford Award is something I've been giving out on Facebook. I've been giving out on the ESPN radio as well for a few years now. It's somebody who's a big dummy. You big dummy. That's what it is. And right now I'm thinking, you talked about this earlier. If you playing against Zion Williamson, he's 6'6.5", 250 coming at you, and you know everything he does, cameras are rolling. And by the way, I've seen him play about 6 times. I broadcast a few of his games. From the jump ball to the end of the game, somebody's rolling tape.
Yeah.
Every kid with a phone, and all of them, from the jump ball, everybody's video is rolling because they want to be the one who posts the viral video. That's why ESPN gets all, and all of them send them in to ESPN. Every dunk gets
because everybody want to get paid.
So if you know that you on live video right now, and this man's about to dunk on you, sometimes you got to be smart enough not to jump. So any of these high school kids that are jumping with Zion Williamson, you're a candidate for the Lamont Sanford Award right now.
Right now.
Fergie gets a nomination for that rendition that did not go so well. This is my nomination. I know you would nominate it. My nomination.
Don't do Fergie.
Yeah, I got to give Fergie.
You don't get the other Black Eyed Peas.
Where are they?
Do you know how many? Do you know they've been cutting short Black Eyed Peas from the beginning? It started off with like 4 dudes.
Where are they?
And now, if Fergie got in there, they kicked out like 2 dudes or something.
So where are they now?
I don't know what happened to them.
Anybody?
What's my man name? Will I Am?
If any of the Black Eyed Peas are watching this right now, can you give us a holler? You can sit right here and do the show with us.
In Iowa.
If you wanted the Black Eyed Peas, you can make beats while you can do music while we're talking right here. If you're a Black Eyed Pea, you're cordially invited.
Got my vote.
You're cordially invited to be on Huff and Puff Sports Buzz with Chad the Barber, Stacey Huff, the Huffster. Chad, again. I know you're a Lakers guy. I know they're not going to be a team that's going to contend, but second half of the NBA season is starting right now.
Playoffs.
So give me some, and I don't want to hear about, you gave me the Raptors last week. Give me something that you think is going to transpire in the second half of the season. Something you think is going to go down in the second half of the season.
Other than the Raptors?
You're right. That you think is going to happen that may surprise someone, that may be a little bit off of the popular opinion. What you think?
Before Mark Cuban said what he said, I was going to say the Mavericks is going to tank.
They got
Mark Cuban killed my prediction.
The Mavericks got a whole lot of problems, and we'll talk about that more next week. They got some misogyny issues and some bad workplace
I'm
issues.
going to go with Damian Lillard chasing the MVP.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with, what else I got? The Lakers making the playoffs.
Here's one, and here's my thing about that. As a Lakers fan, the NBA is between now, there's a few teams that contend, and the rest of the teams, if you're on the 5 through 8 part of the playoffs, is it better to tank? Maybe Cuban's on to something. Because what are you doing? You're not going to win a championship. Is it better to go ahead and stink for a while, get some good draft picks, save your money, and then make a run at it later? Is it a good business practice? See, I understand Cuban should have said it. He just broke off, they hit him for what, 60 grand? 600 grand. They hit him, but he just wrote a check. But the Mavericks have other problems. We'll get to them next week more because there's a Sports Illustrated article.
It was 600 grand.
Yeah, it's a big. He got fined.
All them zeros, man. That's a lot of zeros.
Here's what I think is going to happen in the second half. Here's what I think off the court. Off the court. Here's what's going to happen. I think John Wall is going to ask to be traded, which I said before the season it would happen. It didn't. He's going to try to get out of Washington because his teammates apparently they sniping at him. They don't like him.
I would like to see John Wall.
Yeah, where would he go?
To the Lakers.
Where would he go? And then Lonzo Ball goes where?
To the bench. With his brothers on right beside him, then they come off the bench.
They'll never be on the Lakers.
Yes.
They'll never be on the Lakers.
We'll get both of them.
They'll never be on the Lakers.
Watch.
They'll never be on the Lakers.
This show next year, we're going to be talking about the same thing. Both of them boys going to be on the bench.
Only one ball.
At least one of them.
Only one baller ever play in the league. The middle one won't ever play in the NBA. The second one may play in the league, but he won't play in the Lakers.
Come on.
The middle one won't ever play in the NBA.
Yeah, bad.
The middle ball brother.
That's negative, man. How can you say that?
I'm evaluating him as a player.
They say the youngest one is the best one.
I just said the middle one, though. I said the middle one won't play in the NBA. The youngest one may play in the league.
The middle going to get in there just off the name.
No, that's not how it works. People think that. What
it is how it
LeVar Ball has done that to y'all? You think a Dame?
Austin Rivers?
Austin Rivers also the number 1 rated player in high school, too. So he was doing something.
In high school.
And he played at Duke.
So?
He can play. Austin Rivers can play.
Nolan Smith played at Duke.
Austin Rivers can play. He's in the league.
No, he's not. He's out of the league now.
So you comparing the middle ball brother to these guys? Have you ever seen them play?
Yeah.
Here, watch this. How many times have you seen them play?
Twice.
Bam.
Twice.
Good answer. That's a good answer.
Twice.
I like that. Good answer.
Twice.
Chad has not seen the kid play.
On ESPN.
Chad has not seen the kid play. That middle ball brother, the middle ball brother is not an NBA player. Now, can he work and get better? Of course he can. And that's not being a negative or positive.
His daddy will get him in there.
And people think LeVar Ball is this Superman. I don't know what
his daddy will get him in there, man.
So his daddy got Lonzo in?
Yeah.
Lonzo can play.
No.
Lonzo can play.
He's all right.
Lonzo can play. Lonzo's one of the best assist men in the nation.
He's all right,
playing
man.
major college basketball.
But you know what I'm saying? His brother got certain qualities. And then when they play together,
LeVar Ball has done a Jedi mind trick on a lot of people. A lot of my brethren and sisterin.
Like the Morris twins.
They think LeVar Ball has got magical powers. If it's in the NBA, it's a business. If you can play, you can play. If you can't, you can't.
Listen, the man did that.
He did what? What did he do?
He got his boy in there. Second pick.
Yeah,
he would have been like 15 without his dad.
No, he was gonna be the second pick.
Man, shout out to LeVar Ball.
Nobody drafted him high because of LeVar.
I'm with LeVar, man. I do it for my son too.
And I'll tell you this right here. I'll tell you this thing. You would if you could, but you can't.
So, I can.
And LeVar can't either. But here's the thing.
Shout out to Jake. We're going to do it.
If anybody out there want to put me some money that LeVar Ball wins any kind of battle with Magic Johnson when it comes to basketball, well, I'll take your money. Anybody? We got this Facebook Live. If anybody think LeVar Ball win any kind of pissing contest with Magic Johnson and his way going to win over Magic, I put Magic's 5 championships in Hall of Fame against LeVar Ball. If you think Magic gonna bow down to LeVar Ball, put your money up.
He might not bow down.
Put your money up.
He might not bow down.
Put your money up. I got things I want to buy this
man
week.
know how to talk. That man know how to talk. He can talk his way in the
A lot of people know how to talk.
He got his son in number 2 pick, man.
Yeah, no, he didn't do that. His son did that.
No, he didn't.
His son did that.
He was not that good.
His son did that.
He wasn't that good.
That draft, that's where he slotted. Number 2.
No,
that's where he slotted. The Lakers wanted him.
So you think if they drafted it all over again,
they knew there was. That's 2 different questions. We can't worry about that. They drafted him when they drafted him at the time. That's when they drafted. You can't. That's changing the argument. If they did it over again, a lot of people might draft him. At the time the draft came, he was the number. The Lakers wanted him at 2. They knew they was getting rid of Derrick Russell. They're getting rid of the Russell kid. So they needed a point guard. That's him. That's the kid they wanted.
That was better.
LeVar Ball had nothing to do with that.
Better out of it. They could have got Fox.
People giving LeVar Ball a lot. Anyway, where's the sneakers? I have not seen. Jones, you got the sneakers? Everybody's gonna buy the sneakers too. Where yours? Where's your ball? Everybody talking that yak.
I just got off work.
Everybody talking that yak and the yak. I've seen no less Nikes.
I got the baller brand.
I don't see the baller brand shoes. I don't see the baller brand.
$600.
I don't see them. I don't see them on the street.
Who don't have?
I'm around. I'm in gyms all the time. I don't see the baller shoes.
I'm around ballers all the time.
I don't see the baller shoes. I'm in gyms. I spend my life in gyms.
I stay around ballers.
I spend my life in gyms.
I am a baller.
Where is the baller brand shoe?
I got them.
Where's it? Yo, I know we interacted somewhere. Somebody please,
some baller
can y'all post pictures of your baller brand shoes that you bought? I want to see them. And I want to see you walking around in them. Don't.
You can't walk around them. They're $600.
So would you just put them on the shelf?
I walk to the bathroom in.
Okay.
I walk around my house in.
I'm sure the baller brands are doing.
They comfortable too.
While we're in NBA though, I think back to John Wall. I think John Wall is going to ask to be traded. Where he ends up, I don't know. But his teammates have come out behind his back and he's talked about it. He feels like they kind of play differently when he's there. They showed him how they felt about him going on a winning streak when he went out. But my thing is, I thought back in the day when his boy Bill got the big money ahead of him, I thought he'd been salty since then. They paid Bill before they paid him, so that's always the beginning of a problem. So
you got to make sure the team there for
so Wall now I think will fall.
And you being the captain, you got to take the cut.
I wonder will he end up with the Hornets. He's a North Carolina kid.
Unless you Kobe.
He's a North Carolina kid originally. I wonder will he end up with the Hornets.
Nah, I doubt it. They ain't getting rid of Wall.
With they teaming with Kemba.
They ain't
With the team with Kemba. So you got to tell me what's not. Where do you think he goes then? You can't just shoot mine down. You got to give me an answer. Orlando. Okay.
Orlando.
Okay. He won't be in Washington next year.
They got the money.
Your prediction. So your prediction is.
And they got the space for him. They got a point guard.
So what was your prediction for the second half? What's gonna happen?
Damian Lillard's gonna push. He's gonna have a push. I ain't saying he's gonna be.
He got left off the All-Star team again. Did he miss another?
But he's gonna push hard for that MVP award. He's gonna start dropping some buckets.
So before we get to Greg Popovich, I gotta talk about Popovich in just a minute here. We got a little bit of show left.
What you call it? He hurt.
Right. That's what we're
going to
right? Before we get to Popovich. So if back to the All-Star game, they pick an All-Star team and televise it last year. How do you feel if you're the last person picked on TV and you're the last? Do you feel good that you're an All-Star, or do you feel bad that they feel like you're the least of the All-Stars? How would you feel if it's you? They going back and forth on a televised event.
I mean, you probably suck. And they know you the one that...
Chad likes that phrase. Jones, that's your boy.
Yeah, that's what I say. You suck.
You suck.
So, hey, listen. But so what it is if you the last person, man, you probably are the least... Who do you think was the last person in this draft? Probably Jimmy Butler.
But the problem is, we think this year. Next year we gonna
know. Probably Jimmy Butler.
Next year we gonna know.
That's why he didn't want to play. The reason why he didn't play because he was salty.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Hey, you think he knew? There's no way for him to know.
Yeah, he knew.
There's no way for him.
Somebody told him.
But back to the question I'm asking.
LeBron is like that type to tell somebody.
You answer the question. You answer the question I'm asking.
What?
If you're the last person to pick, how would you feel? If you're the last person to pick.
Salty. I wouldn't feel salty.
Would you want to play?
Actually, I wouldn't care. Last pick, first pick.
And that's
I wouldn't care.
That's gonna be the embarrassment.
All-Star week.
They gotta find a way.
I wouldn't care.
They gotta find a way not to make that person, because these guys have egos for whatever reason. Basketball players, all athletes basically, but basketball players, a little sensitive. They can be a tad sensitive, as we've seen with some of these.
Yeah, because they got endorsements and all that. They feel like they doing something.
So now let's talk about Popovich. Kawhi Leonard. He's saying now Kawhi might not play at all this year. I think the Spurs were out of it anyway.
I
think he missed so much time. The chemistry would have been off anyway.
They still in the playoffs?
They may hold him out. Yeah, but they may hold him out.
They straight in.
Right quad injury. It's going
Kawhi
on.
will play in the playoffs. Third prediction.
Popovich is saying now that he might not return. So I guess if you're Popovich, do you wait to see are they looking good enough that he would help them make a run, or if it's looking like they're not gonna make a run?
Kawhi gonna change the whole thing, man. Kawhi is the man.
If he's 100%.
If he's 100%, man. If he's 45%, Kawhi is the man, man. Kawhi is that man.
I tell you what I want to do.
He might come back in 2 months. I mean, just in play like 2 or 3 weeks and almost win MVP, man. Kawhi is the man.
Kawhi is good. He's one of the best he's one of the best two-way players in the NBA, no doubt about it. When healthy. But sometimes when the NBA, when the lower body starts breaking down with basketball players, sometimes it becomes one injury.
He got braids. Ain't nobody saying nothing about it. Ain't nobody talking nothing about it. I mean, he made braids.
It was him and Lattimore. When Marcus Lattimore cut his, I thought
you got to be good to make braids be acceptable.
I think Marcus Lattimore had to call him up and be like, "Players, your move. That's not what you're gonna do." Yeah, right? I thought they had it worked out. They were the last two. It was like when one go, the other one go.
Hold on. Yeah, he held on.
He beat Marcus on that
because he's still doing his thing.
He beat Marcus on that.
Kawhi.
He outlasted him on that.
Kawhi,
man. So I give him props for that.
Last brother with braids.
Just
off of that right there.
The last braid brother going on. I'm gonna give a shout out to some of the local high schools that are still playing. I'll be up in Greenville this weekend at the Bon Secure Wellness Arena for the upper state championships. There are lower state games going on as well. If I miss anyone, y'all please let us know. No harm meant if I forget, but I know the Ridgeview Boys, who I ride with all the time. I do their PA announcement over there. That's my fam over there. Ridgeview Boys won last night over Aiken. They're gonna play South Aiken Friday night, 8:30 up at the Bon Secure Wellness Arena for the right to play for the state championship. Shout out to the Ridgeview Boys. The Westwood girls, who've been top ranked, top 2 or 3 teams ranked in the girls all year long. Westwood girls won. They're going to move on. Spring Valley girls are still out there in 5A. Irmo boys will take on Blythewood boys. Irmo and Blythewood, 2 Midlands teams will play Saturday down at in Florence Civic Center for the right. So it's gonna be a 5A will be represented. Dorman, of course, the defending champion, beat Blythewood in the championship game last year. They'll be up in the upper state with me. So I think Dorman will probably ride out of there and take on the winner of the Irmo Blythewood game. Blythewood played Dorman last year. The game went down to the last minute. It was one of the best games I saw all year. So Spring Valley girls, Irmo boys, Blythewood boys. I met C.A. Johnson. AC Floor. AC Floor boys. AC Floor boys are still in as well. They're playing for the rights to play for the championship. Well, AC Floor, shout out to Joshua Staley, that coaching staff. Keenan girls and boys will be playing.
That's like 12 people from
Keenan girls and boys will be playing Saturday. I'll be announcing those games on NFHS Network. Check it out Saturday. Keenan girls and boys will be playing Saturday morning. Girls at 11 o'clock. I think Keenan boys play right after that at 12:30 up in Greenville, Bon Secure Wellness Arena. So I'll see a whole plethora of Columbia area people up in Greenville this weekend, Friday, Saturday. We probably go and hang out downtown. I'll be announcing the game. I'll be on NFHS Network. We are running out of show. Last thing I want to say, the Lamont Sanford Award goes to anybody who jumps at Zion Williamson. Don't jump with him. Stay down the ground. You'll be on the highlight film. That's Chad the Barber.
Lamont Sanford probably wouldn't like that award.
He's an old dude. He stayed with his dad anyway. He was like 50, staying with his dad. So I can count him. We wrapping it up? We got 2 minutes. So the clock got me. So
2 more minutes.
So we're gonna wrap good. Shout out to Mike Patrick. Outstanding broadcaster. 36,
shout out Bubba Wallace.
36-year career. Mike Patrick. He did a lot of Gamecock games over the years. He was on ESPN. He worked a lot of the major networks. He's retired after 36 years. Shout out to him, one of the great broadcasters of our time. And again, the local high schools, don't go do your thing. Make us proud. Bring it back for the Midlands. I'll see you this Friday up at Bon Secure Wellness Arena. Those who are going to Florence, good luck. The week after that, it'll be the championship games at Colonial Life Arena. You got some shout-outs?
Shout out to the barbershop, Carolina Barber and Beauty.
Always.
2114 Clemson Road.
Definitely get them some love.
I'll be there the rest of the week.
He did this. He's responsible for this. Y'all, we good?
Every day. We open 7 days, and I'm there all the time. Chad, so come see me. If I'm not there, I'm here.
Huff and Puff or Sports Buzz. Next week,
don't come by there.
Next week, 7:30 p.m. o'clock. Don't miss it. Huff and Puff Sports Buzz. I'm Huff.
Next week, 7:30.
That's Puff, and we're gonna have it, man. And listen,
I thought I was late today. I thought I was.
He meant to be late. CPT.
I thought I was late
CPT
today.
Israel.
I was on time.
Wakanda forever.
Just in time.
Wakanda forever. Go see the movie. It's a real good movie. Shut up. Oh, you can see your comment to Facebook Live on the Facebook Live page.
Send some comments. Say
that's
something.
Right. Request anything you want to see on the show.
Stop being shy.
Yeah, comment down there. Anything you want to see on the show, anything you like, whatever. We're looking for music too. We're looking for another. If you want a suggestion for a theme song, we're looking for a theme song.
Yeah. Artists, all them want to be artists out there. You say you do music, but you don't.
When I first started that show,
you
know who did my first theme song when I had a show back in there? Collard Greens. Collard Greens did back 17 years ago. I don't have to get Collard Greens on and bring him out to do my theme for this show. Yeah, it was a hook, man. I got to find that little disc, man. It was nice. Nice little track.
You know who did my first?
No, nobody. He did a beatbox. Huff and Puff. Huff and
Jones
Puff.
did my first one, y'all.
Jones is right here. Jones is in the house. That's one of our boys in the house. Jones, say hello, Jones. Say hello, Jones. Jones said, yo, Jones about sleepy. For Chad the Barber, I'm Stacey Huff the Huff. The Sailors always do. Please keep looking up. All good things come from above, not below. Check us out next week, 7:30 p.m. o'clock sharp. For Huff and Puff Sports Bub, and we are out of here.
I'll probably be late.
I think you're killing this buzz. I think we've killed it.
Yeah, y'all killed my buzz.
We killed this buzz.
Y'all blew my eye. I'm out, man. Cut this thing off.